Welcome to MSA Weekly. I'm Bill Sammons with Kevin Short, and we are at the warehouse at MSA in Milton, Delaware. It's a brand new year, first quarter.
It is first quarter of 2026.
Yeah. First quarter, traditionally busy for you guys, slow for you guys?
Busy, but busy with kind of different activities. And that's what's going on here today in the warehouse. A lot of prepping, a lot of repairs, a lot of, cleaning and getting ready for, the new season. So
This is where you house most of the stuff that goes out for productions.
yes.
Right. So a lot of this stuff, this is the only time of the year when a lot of it is in this building at the same time, probably, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So a lot of the maintenance is done here, and I guess the more you said something to me a minute ago, the more, or somebody did, maybe it was Dutch, said the more stuff you have, the more stuff you have to fix and take
That's
care
right.
of.
Yeah, that's a catch-22. It's a bad. That's exactly right.
So you have a lot of it. Well, we can maybe talk to Dutch and dig a little deeper into what happens here in this building.
Absolutely.
And this is Dutch. He's the production director at MSA. Been here for quite a long time. And Kevin said you're kind of in charge of this. This is a massive warehouse full of stuff.
It's too much stuff, Bill. It is
Really?
way too much stuff.
So this time of the year, what's going on in here?
So right now we're just kind of getting ready for the season because once March hits, it's nonstop till the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we are just trying to be as prepared as we can because, we are a little bit smaller company. So since we're smaller, the guys that work in the warehouse are also the guys that have to go out on gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to work with the equipment that's here. So when we go to a gig, we want to be as ready as we can to make it as easy as we can. Because most of the time we're tired and we don't feel like dealing with issues. So it's just easier now in the downtime in the off season to, we're cleaning fixtures right now. So pretty much taking them apart, cleaning filters. There's gobos and lenses in there. So we're cleaning all those. Last week we had a couple guys smarting the PA. So with Smart, they take a microphone on each speaker and they can listen to it to pretty much make sure all the components are working inside the box. So we go through every speaker each year, do that. And then in that process, you're opening everything, you're seeing it, if it needs to be painted, we paint it. If something needs to be replaced, we replace it. So we pretty much kind of start at one end of the shop and we just go all the way down.
Can you, in fairly layman terms, walk us through the process of getting ready to go out and do a big job somewhere? How do you set it up in here? Tell us like the checklist. How do you know you have everything? Do you take extras? Walk us through that whole thing.
We'll get a quote together and from that we can create a pick list. So when the guys are in here pulling, anyone can look at that pick list and pretty much know what we need. And in that, it also describes kind of like what we're doing, because sometimes you can look at a gear list and be like, what are we doing with it? It's like there's 10 speakers. Okay, what are they doing? So a lot of times there's like a list that says, this is what each component is doing. And also we always do Monday morning meetings before the week starts to go over everything. And that helps us we all get together and we discuss what's going to happen that week. So then everyone knows what they're doing going into.
Because you might have next weekend, if it's the summertime, 10 gigs, 12?
Yeah, there's sometimes where there's 17.
Wow.
So, and because we all work together, we pretty much talk about it every single day. And when we're cleaning and prepping, that gives us time to talk about what's happening, what's coming up.
And you said, we interviewed you for a previous episode, you talked about how you come back year after year after year for a lot of these gigs. And I guess that helps too, because then you know what to expect. You know what you bought last year.
And when we do that, we update lists while we're there. Because sometimes, like you were saying earlier, you take extra. And then most of the time, the first time we do something, we do take extra. Because you do walk into something and somebody will say, this is how we're doing it. And it's never that way. So we usually update things after we're done. Instead of waiting till next year going, what did we do again? Because you never remember.
Well, I got to tell you, the recording studio here is impressive. The showroom is fantastic. But to me, this is the most impressive part of the property here. This warehouse is just mind-blowing, all the stuff that you guys have in here. So thanks for letting us take a little peek in it today.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on MSA Weekly.